I took huge risks to sustain my addiction. Whenever I would go on holiday vacations to abroad, other countries like Spain, Poland, England, I would always take weed or hash with me. I would always smoke weed driving my car. I worked for 3 years. I worked in another city, which was like an hour drive every morning and every night. On my drive home, I would always smoke a joint in the car. At the time, I didn't really see it as a problem. I thought drinking alcohol behind the wheel was very, very bad. And I don't say that I never did that. I did that too at times, and I wasn't really proud of it. I actually felt really bad about it. But weed, I didn't really get stoned, right? I smoked so much, it was like everyday normal for me. I would always smoke weed in the car, and people I knew would do the same, like it was normal for us. But if you're addicted, you cannot reason properly. Your addiction is number one, so everything has to go to be able to sustain your addiction. One time we went to France with some friends, three friends of us. We were going to visit a friend who was working in France, and then we would do a few days Paris. And from the start, from the trip, my first concern was I need to take hashish with me. So I spoke with the boys. I said, okay, we need to take hashish with us, but it's not allowed in Spain or in France where we were going. Pardon, we were going to France. So we thought about, okay, it's not allowed. We are still going to do it. So from that moment already, there was like some tension, it's a bit tricky what you're going to do. But I've always loved it. I am like an adrenaline junkie. I always want to live on the edge, do some tricky shit, take some risks. But at the time, I took very, very stupid risks, risking to get caught up and put into jail, risking get your driver's license suspended. They just simply take it away. Actually, they took it away from me once. Fortunately, this was not for driving under influence, but it was just for speeding. In the Netherlands, 15 kilometers or 50 kilometers over the limit, and they take your license away. That's what they did to me. They take you out. Hey, you can stop. They come to the window. Yes, that's 50 kilometers, my friend. You can give me your driver's license and I'm going to put it in the safe. That's literally what he told me. He came to my window. Within 3 minutes, he was gone. I was there in the middle of the night. It was 2 a.m. in the night. I was there on the side of the road with no driver's license, and it was weird. I had to leave my car there, took a taxi home. Next day, I put that car for sale online because I knew I wasn't getting my license back anytime soon. Which eventually I did, though. I actually got my license back after 8 days when my car was already gone. I got my license back after 8 days because I had a good lawyer. I had a prior before that. Recently, I had an accident with a scooter. So I had the lawyer make a letter. Yeah, Sam really needs his license to visit his parents and to go to work, and he cannot travel by train because he's injured from the accident with the scooter. Very nice letter for the lawyer. Very well spent money. I think I paid $300 or $400, and then I got my license back in 8 days. But then I had to come for the judge. It was in Corona, so it was by phone. And the judge said to me, yeah, we gave your license back, so now the fine will be higher. So I had to pay a fine of like 1,500 euros. So, end all be all. I'm not sure whether it was good, but at least I got back my license so I could drive still a scooter and a car, which I didn't have. But we were going to France. The three of us. So I bought 20 grams of hashish for 3 days for the three people of us. And in most countries, there's like a small amount, you get caught, you get in trouble. But if you have like a big amount, you are like viewed as like a dealer. They think you have it for sale. And that's the amount we had, like 20 grams. They would say it's not for personal use. We knew it. We thought, we just take the risks. We like to take risks. We are stoned also. We couldn't go without weed. At least me and one other friend who lived with me at the time, who was living the same junkie life. I wouldn't go if we said no, we cannot take weed, then I wouldn't go on the trip. So we were just going. We had a very nice car, Volvo car from the father of the friend of mine. Very nice car. He was driving, my friend was in front, I was in the back. I felt like a king, man. I was in the big leather seat with the sunroof open. It was summer, very sunny. I was drinking, smoking weed, rolling joints in the back. We were blasting loud music, the best summer tunes. Blasting like 200 kilometers over the highway, like crazy guys. My friend also smoking behind the wheel. It was normal to us. To us it was normal. And then my friend on the border with France, he said out of the blue, "Hey boys, what is this?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, look. So we all look and we see far on the road, bit ahead, we see a big jam, big stop. Border patrol. Customs, checking out all the cars. Wow, I thought we're fucked. Here we go, we are done. My heart was like boom, 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 boom. I said, okay boys, put everything away. I was in the back, like everywhere was rolling papers and tobacco and hashish on the floor. Like a magician, I hid everything under the seat and in the... everywhere. Everything was gone. Like this, complete car was clean, opened up the windows to get the smoke away. And then we came to the border patrol. Oh, my heart was like bouncing. I thought, oh, if we get caught now, we are fucked, we're going to jail. Yeah, the completification will be fucked. And there was this one police officer who was in the middle of the street and he was saying, come. And then to every car he would say, okay, you can go, just drive ahead. Oh, you go to the side, we're going to search your car. And we were like, oh boy. And the friend of mine who was driving was a blonde guy. The other friend of mine who was in the front seat was a black guy, dark-skinned guy. You know the French, they're racist, right? At least in the Netherlands, police usually racist, like they just always get searched. So the guy was looking in the car, with a nice car as well. It wasn't ours, it was from his father. And the policeman, he was looking in the car and he saw my dark-skinned friend. So he said, you have to go to the side, we're going to search you. And we were like, oh, we're done, fuck, we're done. And as we got closer to the copper, to the police officer, he would take another look. He saw my blonde friend behind the wheel. At least we thought that was what happened, you know. We made our own story about it. But as we came closer, you saw him thinking, squeezing his eyes. And he said, no, you can go. Just go. Oh boy. The way we were partying then after that happened in the car, it was like crazy. Like such a relief, big relief. So nothing happened that day. And actually, I never really got in trouble with using drugs abroad, which I did a lot. I went to Spain like multiple times, like 3 or 4 times. I would take hashish in my luggage. I went to Warsaw once. We rented a car to drive to Berlin. We took ecstasy with us to space in Berlin, and then we drive further through Warsaw with weed and hashish, where we would just smoke in front of the hotel and everybody looking weird of us because of the crazy smell. We didn't know it was very illegal in Poland. You can get like multiple days in jail if they catch you, the police, with weed. I took such big risks, always smoking weed behind the wheel after work. I would take crazy risks, but I think it also has to do with the fact that you cannot reason properly because you're constantly stoned and you're constantly only thinking, okay, where am I going to smoke my next joint? How am I going to roll? Oh, I need to get tobacco. I need to get to the coffee shop. My whole life was about smoking weed. This was my life. I was literally living a junkie life where I was thinking about smoking weed all day. this is no way to live, man. This is no way to live. No, I think if you come to the point that you take such big risks to sustain your addiction, then you can very, very obviously see it's a problem. I only afterwards, when I look back on it right now, I think like this is completely obscene, but at the time it was just normal. We would just do it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm happy I never got in real big trouble, and I hope you won't, man. If this is what you do, if you live like this, you take this kind of risks, please reconsider it. Think for yourself, like, what do I actually want out of life? Do I want maybe some, maybe you end up with some record that you have smuggled drugs into a foreign country, or maybe you even get a charge of having a dealer amount of drugs on you in another country abroad. Man, this can completely fuck up your life, the opportunities for you to get a job and stuff. Things I never thought about, man, back in the day. But no, these risks are not worth it. Please reconsider your actions. If this is how you live right now, think about the risks you're taking, and think about the upside. If you just quit smoking weed, you can literally become whatever you want. You become the person of your dreams. I have this character for myself, this vision of how I want my life to look like, and to be able to achieve that life, I know what kind of person I have to become. And this is what I focus on right now, becoming the person who is able to create the life I want. And I will get there, because I've built some confidence over the years. I was a complete drug addict. I failed to quit weed more than 300 times. There was a period of more than a year that I would say myself every single day, this is the last day I smoke weed, and then the day after I would do it again. But I kept trying, and eventually I was able to successfully quit weed. And then I wanted to get in shape, which I did. I've worked out every single day for over a year now. So I know that I can achieve the things I put my mind to, and I know anybody can. If I can do it, like complete junkie for close to 10 years, completely lost, no education, completely abandoning everything just to be able to smoke weed, and then not being able to get rid of it, but eventually being able to actually get rid of it, to right now being completely sober for over 8 months, working out every day, doing 75 hard, which contains 2 workouts a day, drinking 4 liters, following a diet, like all this crazy stuff, which I'm successful in. I'm very well convinced that I will finish the complete 75 days without any trouble. Back in the day, I couldn't imagine being successful in a program like this. But anything is possible, what you put your mind to. So make sure to reconsider your actions. Think about what you actually want out of life. And if these kind of videos inspire you or help you in any way to get sober, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I will keep them coming every single day. So with that said, it was a pleasure, and I see you in tomorrow's next video. Cheers.